Okay, daily round of the garden. Y'all gotta be tired of this by now, but I gotta do it. So y'all just as welcome with me. It's a melon or a cuke. I don't know which, but it's good and wet. Let me see what I got over here. It's much nicer when I write it on the outside. Okay, I've done a few things with the camera. Oh, that's a cherry tomatoes. We'll leave them there for a while. No sun today. Which is kind of good. Means we're not going to have to worry too much about fire season this year, I don't think. Excuse me. Cabbages, I would suppose, or Brussels sprouts. Cabbages. Artichokes? No, hollyhocks. Sorry. You guys get tired of looking at that going, woman. We've seen it. Those are some more artichokes. You guys gotta be wondering why I'm planting so many artichokes. Look at that baby. Do you see it? Oh, here came this baby to see it. Ice Age. Right there. Right there it is. That's the coffee plant. Yay. So it didn't take 3 months to germinate, but it can, but it didn't. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I played with the camera a little bit to become more familiar with it, because I'm really not familiar with the video option on this one. It's a newer phone. Almost didn't come out today because it's fairly cold, fairly wet. I have to find a place to show you. Yeah, that's the sky, and it's June 9th. Yeah, you guys know, you can see that on the video, they put it on there, but cold for June 9th. We're going to go down the tomatoes. I was watching M.I. Gardner today, which I assume stands for Michigan. I think M.I. is Michigan. And he was talking, actually, unintentionally, I have done that to this one. Anyway, popping off suckers. I don't do it with all of them. Some. He puts them up on one stake, gets them down to one stem, puts them up on one stake, and then he gets more ripe tomatoes before the season's over. I don't know. I have to experiment with that. And I am pretty good at taking the bottom foliage off anyway. Foliage. Yeah, foliage. Foliage off anyway. But, I mean, these are looking pretty good. They got blossoms on them as little as they are, and that's a big boy tomato. And I haven't done it with these. Now, I do have to tell you guys something. That's a better boy there. That's a Bonnie something. I've got some work to do out here, huh? I do have to tell you guys something. That plant's looking very good. You know, I got all freaked out. Oh, look, we get another salad tomorrow. I have this new app I put in that you just take a quick picture of the leaves and it'll tell me what it is, since I spilled that whole tray. So I keep saying to you guys, is this collards? Is this, cruciferous? What is this? Well, now we'll know, because I will, when I'm done, take a picture and find out. This looks obviously cruciferous. I'm assuming, I don't know. I won't assume anymore. I'll take pictures and let you see. Getting some nice lettuce down there. Very nice lettuce. That has got to be, wouldn't you say, a broccoli? I don't know. Kimmy, just hush. Okay. So yeah, another salad will be coming out of there for tomorrow. It's coming along nicely. There's onions in here. They're doing okay. The little baby bok choy. Let me get that out of your leaf for you. How are you guys doing? I know. It's kind of rough out there, isn't it? But see, we had some onions and stuff going under there. This is actually a better time for me to come out and do this. I didn't tell you about the potatoes. So, this bed, I intentionally took half of the potatoes. These are broccoli rabe, and they do look very much like these leaves, don't they? And look at that. So now I don't even have to look it up. That's the broccoli rabe. Right there. Aha. There we go. I don't have to look it up. I knew it would do that for me sooner or later. It would tell me. The plant will tell me. So these are maybe then the collards. They do look a lot like them. Big veined. Yeah, good deal. Nice to know that. So anyway, on that particular potato bed right here, I did an experiment because I seen a guy, I think he's from Wales. He is from over in the UK, that I can tell you. And they experimented with just simply pretty much doing this, you know, putting the potato down in, barely covering the top. So, as a matter of fact, that's part of that. So, I did try that on part of this bed just to see what happens. You can see we got lots of little pine cone stuff in here. We've had a windstorm. The dogs hate windstorms. I don't like them either. But the tree stayed up, so that's good. This is actually a sunflower coming out right here. This poor plant, I forgot, even though I had my husband spray it, I forgot to go ahead and take off these bad leaves. Hopefully the curl will come out. Now, I did notice when I was putting in potatoes or onions, one of the two, down there, onions I believe, that the dirt didn't seem to be mixed up well. We use a layer of peat, a peat moss, a layer of compost, a layer of just good gardening dirt, Miracle-Gro gardening dirt. One of these days we'll get a radish, huh? I believe these are lots of little yellow carrots coming up, and that's what they are, is yellow. Looks like it could almost be a bean. I don't know. So, he works too much. He just works too much. So I noticed that I was stirring it up quite a bit to get everything mixed up and correct in there, a balance, so to speak. The kale is looking good. And then when I talked to him later, look, the beans are going to come up. Good, good. Come up, you little beans, and climb up these poles. He had not mixed it all in before I planted it. He had not got the opportunity to mix it all up. So, I was unaware of that. I think I burnt those top leaves over there, and I think a lot of stuff has gotten burnt. Probably more burnt than pestilence, although pestilence has been a problem, as you can see. Although being a delphinium, it might have just burned the crap right out of that. Yeah, that's gone. That baby's gone. These are looking good. Cucumbers and cabbages, and now not today but tomorrow, I hope it's nicer, I'm going to come in and I'm going to go ahead and start getting my trellises in for the cucumbers to climb up, and that will start to take them away from the cabbages as well when they get bigger, or the cruciferous I should say, because I don't know what's in them really. And see, I think that this, as you can see, there's one leaf there. I think that is a result, let me pull it off, and you can see, catch another one here. That's a result of, excuse me, the soil mix not being right. No, I don't have COVID. Don't have it, I know. One poor lady, when we were at the greenhouse, she coughed and she looked up immediately and said, "It's okay, I'm not sick." And I just kind of laughed and said, "Well, I didn't think you were." We really got to get these in. Yeah, we do. Hey, you guys just drop by. Help me get these in, huh? I don't know. That's broccoli. Yeah, we got to get broccoli in. This is my little sweet 100. She's blooming out good. She could use a little trimming. Not much. I'm just, you know, I'm not real into that. I do like to keep them off the bottom, like right there. Just simply. And I didn't like how that came off at all. But just simply to keep the leaves off the ground. I know. You can look at this. It's unbelievable, huh? If the homeowners association came by, we'd be like in so much trouble. No, we wouldn't be, but we're not fond of it either. It's just, you know what it's been like this year. We've had to deal with all of this. We've had to deal with the pandemic. We've had to deal with what's going on in the United States right now, and we've had to do that and work 70 to 80-hour weeks if we're blessed enough to have a job to work at. And so these are going to the beds that are over there, the tall grass you see, that's all going into that hugelkultur, which we're going to build 2 of those, which is nothing more than an all-natural German raised bed. And we're really excited to play with this. So it'll be nice when it's done, but until then it is a mess. And no, we don't want to take that grass out because we want to add it in. Our next step right now is going to be to get the fencing up around it. Excuse me, and then probably some cardboard at the bottom, I suppose, to hold it in. I don't know, we may have to fence and cardboard all the way up for this year at least. We'll see. These are cosmos. It's a very pretty cosmos. I had no idea what color they were going to be. I really had no idea they were going to end up in a garden bed, but it is what it is. Now, what is doing this to I have never seen anything attack a marigold. So this is where I say dirt's the problem, not being mixed up, which means I have a lot of pot compost sitting on top. I grew my seedlings, my zucchinis. Those were grown by me, and they're doing well. I'm happy about that. We got more seedlings I've got to get planted. I think the shelter will be coming down shortly, and I don't know if it'll have to go over something else or not yet, depending upon what's planted on top of that hugelkultur when we get it in. May have to go over that. I don't know. Let me check on the raspberries and strawberries real quick. The sunflowers are getting big. I'm going to go ahead and we'll weed whack the grass down, and that'll go on my beds because they need more nitrogen. Haha. No, it will go on my beds anyway, not because they need any more nitrogen, but it's not going to hurt them, and we'll begin to build the mulch up on it. I got it going. This is more broccoli rabe. Well, I wanted to get a bunch done because I wanted it in the freezer for the winter, and so I'm getting a bunch done. Don't know what's going on with the strawberries. My belief is they should have come up, especially since they were in a cup. Then, you know, it's not like too much of the over-composting had a chance to get in there. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hens and chicks are loving it. Look at all them babies. They're just going wild. Love hens and chicks. Love them, love them. What do you think? Weed or plant seed? Not sure. We'll wait and watch it come up. Look at all the babies. There's lots of babies on that one. Good. Have enough for indoors and outdoors. Like I said before, spinach, carrots, I'm not sure. If they are carrots, they would be the non-GMO ones that I got. Red. Well, orange, but with a red center, I'm told. Now, these two I bought this year, well, there's still flexibility in that. I expected a little more by now. Blackberries. That's a thornless blackberry Navajo. This one is, and then that's just a blackberry. I hope they do something this year, just to let me know they're alive. Oops, and still going at it. So I can look at this bed, and I plant closely. I've had people tell me, "Gosh, you plant so close." But I can look at this bed, and because all of this is going to come up, then that means I'm going to put in things that are going to go down. Beets, turnips, bunching onions, anything that, a tuber, any of those kind of things. This bed has plenty of room for, or it can even be more lettuce, a quick crop of that. I have so many seeds, some Swiss chard, any of that. So we could be doing that. This is actually a nice time to be planting if I felt like it. I really don't, though, today. He looks to be his own, but that could also be that I just buried him very deeply, because that's just, I didn't do it to be mean. They should be planted very deeply. Look at that foam around there. I'm going to get it off. Did you see that? I can't remember what they're called, but we don't want it there, obviously. That makes that. Hubby had to haul more dirt in for these because he actually forgot how deeply they need to be buried. But I don't know what's going on with this marigold. Let's hope it's too much compost. I'm going to go ahead and pull the seed off of my little artichoke there. The reason I have so many artichokes planted, because you really can't preserve them, is because they make beautiful flowers. And those beautiful flowers make beautiful seeds. And then when those beautiful seeds are made, I won't have to buy any next year. They weren't too bad. I think it was $2 for a pack of 20. That's not bad. But why buy them if you can grow them? So yeah, this is looking good. My poor hubby had to go to Ennis, Montana today, which is way down south by Yellowstone. That poor tree. See, let me walk around here and pick up some machinery for the crew. Oh my gosh, now tell me, what would you do with this? I don't know what to do. And so I'll look it up, but I've never seen such a thing like this. I don't know that this pear had any, well, we've got new growth coming on up here. I don't know that it had any pears on it. I hope it works itself out, because I really don't know. We don't have the cherry tree out and planted now. The cherry tree is the only one that has not sustained any damage, or maybe this one too. This is the apple. What is he? Is he just a normal housefly? I don't know. This is an apple. This is the snowball apple, I believe. And I'm not seeing any baby apples on it. So next weekend, this coming weekend, we have to go pick up 3 more trees. Yes, I know. If I have to throw the rhubarb out, it's really kind of going to break my heart. Yet, at the same point, I think probably what I'll end up doing is this plant that has decided it should go to seed every spring will go, and this will stay. And I'll just take a smaller chunk off of it. I'm going to catch this tree real quick while we're out here. I think this is a Dutch apple. Duchess apple. And it's brown, but it does have little sets on it. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll just wait and see. That's at this point, that's all I can do. It's just that they're very expensive, so it'd be nice if they would go ahead and, do what they should for us. I don't want this video to run too long. It's just, only about as long as it takes me to walk the garden. Sage, get out of there and stop eating the grass. Ravenous for grass all the time. This is not a delphinium. Could be a hollyhock. I don't think I bought any lupin. Get out of the flowers, Sage. Get out. You don't need them, columbine. I love columbine. I always have. This whole leaf is not looking good. I mean, you know, I can show it to you. Look at this. Now, I've never heard of it before, but of course my sister had. And this is actually supposed to be a black flower. But look, it says late winter to spring. Mulch for winter. Remove old leaves before spring growth. Ladybug, get out of there. Now. Thank you. I'm wondering if it's a house plant, but it does not talk that way, so I don't think so. So there she is, and of course we're not done. We've got multiple, this hugelkultur. We're actually going to do more of them out over there. Not as big as that one. There'll be smaller ones that I could say, let's say I just want to put nothing but salad ingredients in one. So it'd be lettuce, bunching onions, radishes, that kind of thing. So smaller, maybe 2 by 2 at the most, and go right on up. We'll go check out the seeds I planted. I doubt they'll be up yet. We'll go look at them. So we'll do some more of those, but I think as soon as we get that hugelkultur done, then we're going to start on some landscaping and go ahead and get things like the fire pit done, etc. I'd love a little pond. That ain't happening this year, but it may end up happening. We still have the 3 trees to put in. Yeah, so I think once the hugelkultur is ready, then we'll do some general landscaping of just getting the yard finished, ready for summer to enjoy it, and then we'll continue on the path of adding more. No, I don't see any seeds. I didn't expect to see any babies popping up yet, but I thought I would check because we've had quite the little windstorm here. I'm going to zip this down. This is a handy item, and it really didn't cost that much. It came with all the shelving. It was free shipping from Overstock. I believe I only paid $160 for it. The only thing I need to do is next year I need to be in it 2 months sooner than I was. You can see that little container of seeds right there. You need anything, give me a holler. But anyway, next year I'll be in it 2 months earlier than I was this year. And by this time, what you'll be seeing instead of beds that are partially filled is, I'm hoping, they should be overflowing with green by this time next year. This is like just, and it's the weather. There's nothing you can do about the weather but work with it. Like I said, it should keep us out of a bad fire season. So that's the best we can hope for. I did write a description down in the box. Check it out. If you want to share please. I'm really looking for people with the same interest, I guess, and different interest. But just kind of like this vlog to be about this year and what we've went through. It's been quite a year, and a historical year to say the very least. And I would like in some way for it to be somewhere for my children, their children, the next generation's children, to be able to get a hold of it. So, any and all comments, I welcome. If you have anything, any hints on gardening, please let me know. I'd love to know. I mean, right now I'm all about outside because there's the remodeling going on inside. But when that gets done, I'll show you that. I'll show you art. I'll show you a lot of things. Pretty chilly out. I got my bathtub all clean, my bathroom all done. I've had my dinner because hubby won't be home tonight. And I'm going to go slip into a nice hot bubble bath. That's what I'm going to do. So, thanks for stopping by. Say hi. Give me a like. I like to see those. Lets me know. You know. I didn't do this for nothing. No, I'm just teasing, but yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it.